in product management module. What we can do here is create our own product catalog. We can create product groups and then create products that are inside those product groups. Let's check product doors because that was the one that we chose for our price offer. And what we can see here is two major parts. To the left we can see product options, and to the right product components. So in short, product options is what we see when we are creating a price offer or sales order for this specific product. As you can see, the first option is called material, and then we have three options for that parameter. And if we go again to the price offer, we can see that indeed the first parameter is material with three options. Let's take a closer look how those options can be set up. So what we can see here is that we have a material parameter, and the kind for this parameter is select. Select means that the user will have to select from the options that we have specified below. We can add options and remove if necessary. As well, we can create, as you can see, different kind of other options. For example, user input, is it some kind of number? We can see that, for example, height, width, thickness is that kind of parameter. It can be some kind of text that user has to put in, for example, if it's non-standard color or something. So basically, when creating a product, we don't have some kind of predefined fields. User can completely set up what kind of parameters, how are they named in different languages. Everything is in our customers' hands to create and build. At the beginning, of course, we do some instructions and we help to set it up at first, but afterwards our customers can set up their products in whichever way they want. As well, we have some kind of calculations here where they're rather close to Excel functionality. We can create formulas that calculate, for example, square meters, cubic meters from the parameters that are entered by user. As well, we have compatibility functions that user can set up. For example, if I will select a material MDF, then I can choose only two colors. If I choose aluminium, then I can choose different ones. Basically, you can set up that when user is entering price offer, then system already guides him through this process, so he wouldn't select, for example, material that is not available in specific color or things like that. This all can be set up in production management, in this product management module. So this was the part one, the options. And the second one is components. And if the first one is more related to how the data or parameters will be entered, then the second one is related how they will be used. And in this section we can set up, this is a rather easy setup where we say what kind of materials will be used during the manufacturing process. So system could calculate a bill of materials and what kind of materials should be supplied afterwards. And here we can set up that we have different kind of materials. We can add setup which material should be applied in which case. For example, in here we have an aluminum plate, and we can set up that this will be used only if material will be selected aluminum. Otherwise, this component shouldn't be used in bill of material creation for specific order. And again, by using Excel-like calculations, we can create a setup where we say how do we calculate the amount of material that is necessary. For example, square meters, cubic meters, we can create simple calculations where we say, for example, in this case, that we will take height and width, divide them by 1000, because usually those are entered in millimeters, and we can get square meters of aluminium that should be used. Regarding the workload and production operations necessary to produce specific product, then we have this section where we can add what kind of operations and what time it will take to manufacture this product. And here as well we have several options. One option is that we can say that it is a fixed estimation, that it will take 2 minutes and 30 minutes to assemble specific product. But we can as well multiply it by quantity or size of specific product. So we could adjust estimation if the product is more complicated, larger, smaller, or whatever is the parameter that impacts the duration of production operations. So basically here we set up what kind of materials will be used by judging by the parameters that will be entered in exact order, and we set up production operations and calculations how much time it will take to produce specific product. So let's go back to our price offer, and we can add information about all the necessary parameters for this specific product. And let's take 3 of these, and unit price for this will be 122. System can be set up in a way that I showed you here, that I entered this price manually. It can be set up in a way that you have a price list which will default the price automatically, and then the sales manager can work only with discounts. As well, it can be set up in a way that you have like raw material calculation, and you just add the margin upon that calculation. For example, if you know that the production costs will be like 70 euros, then you can just add like 30% margin on top of that and do the calculation that way. But let's create the order. Once the order is created, what we can see here is that we have this price offer order with one line. We can see the estimation of this specific order. We can see that it will take 3 operations, how much time it will take. We can see what kind of materials will be used in production and what are the estimated production costs. Here from order you can create different kind of printouts that can be uploaded into the system as templates, and you can add payments, and yeah, I think do the typical kind of work process with price offers or orders that's necessary.